and welcome to your twin flame reading. Thank you so much for joining me. So let's dive right into your twin flame reading. What is going on? Let's see what the messages are, what the universe wants you to know. There will be an extended reading to this where we dive in deeper, so please feel free to join me with the extended reading. The link will be below. So let's start off with the Eight of Wands. So Eight of Wands is, I want to say, fast-moving energy. So there is this energy surrounding your connection, speeding things up. So if there have been some delays or some, I want to say, like temporary pauses, this is an energy that is bringing things into like momentum, like getting things moving, shifting. So the universe is showing me like molasses as an energy of like so slow. But this month, or what's happening now, is ramping up, accelerating. I'm hearing accelerating your process, accelerating your healing, accelerating your union. And I want to say that if like you've been questioning, is union really happening? I feel like with this energy, you will feel a difference. For many of us, we want like the tangible. I need proof. I need evidence. I need to see proof. Because they always say like proof is in the pudding, right? Doesn't always apply with twin flames. Twin flame union is an inner journey. It's a journey of evolution, of growth. And sometimes the growth we're not perceptive to, like we're not open to seeing the actual growth that is happening within you. There is growth happening. You are a completely different person from who you used to be with your twin flame when things were the way they were. Things have shifted within you as a spiritual being on a spiritual journey. So this fast-moving energy is accelerating things, helping your connection to move forward, but also to purge things that weren't working in your connection. So say, for example, your twin flame was very jealous or insecure of a situation you were in. What the energies now are helping your twin flame to purge that, to heal what they need to heal so that insecurity is no longer there, because that insecurity was a block to your reunion, to your connection, to your reunion. So what else? I think we shall pull the next card. We have the Sun card. Like, just look at that energy. It's an energy of joy and happiness. So I'm loving this for you because it means that you are now, because perhaps in the past you weren't open to the possibility of you being truly happy in your life. As much as you want and wanted union, as much as you wanted to have your true love, to experience your happily ever after, there was a part of you that perhaps wasn't entirely believing that it was possible. So with this card, the sun is evaporating the clouds of your doubt, of your disbelief that you can actually be happy with your twin flame. those are dissipating, those beliefs, those doubts, because the sun is coming out. The energy of the sun is surrounding you. It is supporting you. It is helping you see the possibility of your true happiness. The universe wants me to add this. I'm like, couldn't we just leave it at that? The universe wants me to add, if you were hoping that the answer to your every happiness lies in your twin flame, like they're the answer to why you're lonely, why you're sad, why you're depressed, if you feel that your twin flame is the answer to feeling loved and accepted and whole and complete, the universe is saying, you are all of that on your own, not because of your twin flame. So if disconnect happened with your twin flame, it's because the universe is wanting you to recognize that you are all of these things with or without your twin flame. But I want to say, and I speak from experience as well, that when we meet our twin flame, we are still on a journey of self-discovery. And with self-discovery is like discovering what's really there. Like, why am I so wanting this love? Because there's a part of me that didn't feel loved. There's a part of me that maybe didn't believe that I could have love, or felt unworthy or undeserving. So the universe is like, well, your twin flame isn't the answer to that. You must discover the answer and realize that you have to discover that you are all of these things, that you are loved, not just because your twin flame exists, not just because your twin flame loves you, but because you were just born. You are loved. You are worthy of love just because you were born, just because you exist. You don't even have to try to do anything to deserve love. You are worthy of love. So we must embody that knowing. And in that knowing, there's not a block to having your twin flame, because they are just a mirror of your own worthiness of love. So if you've experienced separation, disconnect, not communicating, not being on the same page, it's because you didn't believe that you were worthy of love, or that you could experience this love with or without your twin flame. So I hope that makes sense, because I'm getting all of this at once and it's hard to just deliver. But yeah, this is a beautiful energy indicating that you're meant to have everything that you want, and that the universe is helping you to see that. The universe is helping you let go of your doubt, let go of your disbelief. But sometimes we are stubborn and we hold on to disbelief and doubt like a security blanket, because we're so used to having it. We don't know how it feels to not have those doubts. It becomes part of our makeup. It becomes part of our daily life to doubt, oh, maybe I'm not meant to have love. Maybe I'm not lovable. Maybe there's someone else that deserves this love, but not me. But stop that. Stop it. What else does the universe want you to know? Page of Swords, the Magician. So I want to say, Page of Swords I'm getting is like this kind of communication between the two of you that was very, Page is like a young energy. So think of two teenagers falling in love for the first time, but not really having the ability to communicate vulnerably, truthfully, So the communication between these two teenagers is a bit off because it's awkward. They don't know how to really express love or their emotions, much less like feel their emotions. This is the universe is saying what has been happening. So both of you have been communicating from a place of, like, I want this, I feel this, I want this love, but it's communicating it is a bit awkward. It's like the awkward phase. So the universe is saying that's all that has been happening in your connection. It's because it's just going through growing pains. It's the awkward phase of being able to communicate in a way that's not blameful, in a way that's not hurtful. And sometimes, like, we're not really taught how to communicate in the most loving ways while still honoring our emotions and how we feel without hurting the other person, without blaming, without being insensitive. So the Page of Swords is this energy of, like, trying to sustain a connection, but in the awkward phases of communicating. What the universe is saying is that you're growing out of this phase, which is amazing. We are evolving and we're growing. We're hopefully maturing emotionally, that we are able to honor and respect each other's perspectives, because your perspective may be completely different from your twin flame's perspective on your connection, on life, on love. And this Page of Swords is like a phase of trying to communicate, but not knowing. Like, it's like this naive energy of, okay, well, I love you, but I don't know how to communicate. I don't know how to express myself. I don't know how to be truthful and honest with my feelings without hurting yours, without diminishing your feelings. So it's like this awkward phase of communicating, and that's just what happened in your connection. Sometimes it's just a matter of time for both of you to grow into the person that can express your feelings without blame, without saying you were wrong. And remember when you did this, I'm still hurt about that. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But when you're communicating in that way, your twin flame is just going to be like, I don't want this. I don't want to feel bad. Just like you don't want to feel bad. You just want to be happy and loving. But when you're speaking about your feelings and you are mad at them, it doesn't really foster harmony. So, in essence, your separation, your pause, your temporary break is so that both of you can take care of your feelings and heal them, so that when you talk to your twin flame, all you have is love. All you have is love, because you've dealt with your feelings. Now, regardless whether they've apologized or not, our inner work is really forgiveness. And I know that's like, it's hard. It's hard to forgive. But when there's still resentment, like if you haven't forgiven your twin flame, or if you haven't forgiven a previous partner or a person in your life or a family member, that comes up in your connection. Because when you're triggered, it's from some other connection, and then you take it out on your twin flame. Am I digressing? it applies, right? Hopefully it applies. That's what I'm getting. It's all about the communicating and being in a space where when you communicate with one another, all there is love. All there is love. And isn't that great? Wouldn't that be great? However, we have to deal with everything that's in here. The resentment, the disappointment, the hurt, the pain. That is the journey. That's why it's a journey. And it's not your twin flame's job to make you feel better, because that's your job. It's like you're at home, you just, you leave clutter, there's a mess all over the place, and you're expecting your twin flame to clean it up for you. No, that's not their job. It's not their job to clean up your emotions. And I don't mean to sound harsh, and I know that my delivery, I've been told, can be very harsh or insensitive, but I just mean that it's our work to maintain and manage our own emotional well-being. Even though we expect others to make us feel better by doing what we want, by changing, by obeying our demands and rules, and we can only govern ourselves. Your twin flame is a complete separate being. Although you are one, they are a complete being unto themselves, and they are governed by their own set of morals and values and their moral compass. So to expect your twin flame to make you feel better by asking for forgiveness or asking for an apology, that's not really loving them unconditionally. Loving them unconditionally is like, okay, yeah, like that made me feel bad, but that's my work to get over it. Whether they apologize or not, my job is just to get complete with it, to feel better in whatever way I need to. That's where healing comes in, okay? Healing is very, very important. Healing work, shadow work, inner work. It's a requirement on the twin flame journey. And if you're not there yet, your union is not there yet. And I say this with love. So we are graduating from this kind of inexperienced, awkward, naive, not knowing how to do this and how to communicate from an emotionally good place. And that just comes with time. It comes with work. It comes with healing. So it's coming for you. If you've been doing the work, as I know you have, if you've been practicing more self-awareness, it's coming for you. But keep in mind, your twin flame must also be doing the same thing. What helps is the more you're working on that, the more it opens up your twin flame to do the same. Because what you're doing always impacts and influences your twin flame and vice versa. So the more inner growth and work that you're doing on you will help them do the same. So that's what I got from that. The Magician is the universe saying, you have everything it takes to not only have twin flame union, but to have everything in your life. The Magician is a card of alchemy, magic, transformation. So it's nothing like you have to wait for the universe to just give you what you want. You have the ability to create and be a co-creator with the universe so that the universe can deliver what you want. But you must want to create it and know that you can create it. You are the manifester. You are the manifester of your dreams, of your life, of your union. You even manifested your twin flame. And it's like, over the span of your life, how you saw love and how you saw what you wanted in a partner, your subconscious was taking in all of this information of what you like and what you don't like. And sometimes or pretty much most of the time, our twin flame also has the things that really irk us or really get on our nerve or something, until we realize, I didn't want that. And then all you have to realize is, I don't want it, and then they don't exhibit it anymore. It's there because you haven't let that go. So you created your twin flame out of bits and pieces of information and experience, that it became like this program in your mind, and you attracted them. And they also are a mirror of you, even though sometimes we can't see it, sometimes we don't want, sometimes we deny it, but they are your exact complement. They mirror everything that you like and dislike within you, but you see it in another person, but that they really are mirroring you. So the universe reminds you that you have the power to create your union, your connection, the way you want it to be. So if your connection isn't the way you want to be, the universe is reminding you, you can create it. And this is what I do when I work with my clients, is to help them focus on what they do want, so that they create the connection that they desire. Sorry, I just hear these kids outside. You are a powerful creator. Everything in your life has been created out of your belief of what you can have. So when I work with you through coaching, my work is to encourage, support, and uplift you to believing that you can have what you never thought you could have, that you probably wanted, but you were kind of like distanced from what you really want because you never experienced it before. So it's opening up to the possibility of having everything you want, including the most beautiful twin flame connection ever, that you didn't even think was possible. That is what's possible. That's what the universe is saying with the Magician card. It is freaking possible for you. That's what the universe wants for you. The universe loves you so much. You are a beloved child of the universe. Why wouldn't the universe want you to have what you want, to be happy? That's what the universe wants. The universe wants you to be happy. And the universe gives us free will. And with that free will, we create our own lives. We were never really told this at a young age, like, you have the power to create the life that you want. We just thought that life happened like randomly. Our life and how we see it stems from all the input information that we received, all the experiences that we've had as a child. And if we're not conscious creators, if you're not the conscious creator, magician of your life, lives run on automatic pilot. They are on like by default over all of the messages and experiences that you've had in the past. And we can disrupt that pattern, and we can recreate what we truly want, but we need awareness. And sometimes, and again, I speak from personal experience, like we need some guidance to do that. We need some support and understanding for what we go through in life, what we go through on a twin flame journey. So my book is coming out soon. Yeah, I will, as it gets closer, I will give more information, but it is on how to deal with twin flame separation. Yeah. So, you have the power. You are a powerful creator. The universe has given us each the power and the gift to create. So why not create the life of your dreams? Why not create the love that you've always wanted? And there are tools. Just like this magician has all these tools on their table, you have the tools. You have access to the tools. So if you're needing to learn how to use them, there's a ton of information on manifestation, law of attraction. It's where I truly base my own coaching on. So I help you use these tools to create your union, to create the life of your dreams. And I want to say, twin flame union is really not to be like what, not to be the happily ever after. It's you being happy in your life, in every area of your life, and then your twin flame joins you on that journey as your companion, as your lifelong bestie, as your lover, you know, to experience more. But until you have somewhat of a happy experience of your life, both of you aren't ready for union because you still are working on how the heck to be happy on your own. And that is the only reason why you are separated. You are truly not in separation. You and your twin flame are always in union because you are one. But because we live in a 3D reality, we don't think that we're one. But we are all one. You and your twin flame are one. Separation is illusion. So that is that. Okay, moving on. What else do you guys want to know? Okay, so in the extended reading, we're going to see what their intentions are, what their actions are, and what their secret love messages are. Okay, so now we are going to dive into where they're at on the journey. Like, what the heck are they up to? Like, what's taking so long? You know, why has it been weeks, months, years, decades? Like, where are they? Good question. Devil. It's not a bad card. Emperor. 6 of Pentacles. Like all of us, we getting tongue-tied. Attachment. When I see the Devil card, the universe is telling me attachment. Your twin flame has some kind of attachment to something that was holding them back. But what I want to say is the universe is telling me like they're releasing it. And sometimes it may not be as fast as you want it to be. Because you're like, hurry up. But just think of like anyone who's going through any type of codependency, addiction, like that just doesn't happen overnight. It's a whole journey unto itself. Like you can't just overnight let go of, say, an addiction or something that you know isn't healthy, but we're still attached to it, that is like our ego side. There's something within our ego that says, I need that. I need that to feel better. I need it to cope with life. I need it so to just as a coping mechanism. And again, it's not making it right or wrong. It's just this is how we deal sometimes. So your twin flame is in the process of releasing this addiction, this attachment, this codependency, whatever it is. It could be a lifestyle, something they're addicted to, something that there's a codependency or that they're depending on because they're still finding their way. So the universe is showing me when there is like this newborn, like a horse, colt, is it? You know, when they're newborn and they're trying to stand up and their legs are still wobbly. That's just what the universe is showing me. Like your twin flame is still on like wobbly legs. Because you are mirrors, you are also most likely going through the same thing in some way or another. Letting go of a certain belief, letting go of an old habit, letting go of a situation or an old identity that you no longer resonate with, letting go of not being able to trust, anything like that. You're both still not like fully standing on your 2 feet yet when it comes to this attachment. And that's okay, because there's no time limit. But the universe is showing that you are both freeing yourself. See, it's both of you who are releasing this attachment. So to remember to be patient and to know that, like, it doesn't happen overnight. It would be nice. Everyone who meets their twin flame wants to be in union the very next day and live happily ever after right off into the sunset. But the first time you come across your twin flame marks the beginning of your journey to union, because it's a process. And we have to keep that in mind and be patient and be gentle with the process and be gentle with yourselves and with your twin flame, and not to be like they're staring at the clock. Because what happens when you keep looking at the time, it just takes forever. So where you might be at is like, hurry up, like what are they doing? Where are they at? But when you're looking at the clock, time goes even slower. So I remember sitting in classroom as a child and looking at the clock and just being like, okay, when is this over? I just want to get out of here. But then there are times where I'm so immersed in something that time flies. So immerse yourself so that time flies for you to be in union. Immerse yourself, be so present in your life, in the joy and happiness and the gift of your life that you don't even see time passing by. And then your twin flame arrives. There's this little kid outside with the cutest voice. It's totally distracting me. Somebody's inner child is calling out saying, can we play more? Can we have more fun? So that is a message for one of you, or for all of us. The Emperor. So regardless of whether your twin flame is male or female, this is an energy of empowerment, of, I want to say like being in control, but it's more like being in alignment with their life, like taking their power back, letting go of situations where they felt powerless. Your twin flame is in the midst of taking their power back, of believing in themselves, in believing that they can stand on their own 2 feet, in believing that they don't need any attachments, of feeling confident without these attachments, without these addictions. But it's normal because it's just like adolescent, right? Being an adolescent. You want to experience all these things. You want to understand. You want to feel all this stuff. So sometimes we are still in that adolescent stage of, I want to experience this stuff. I was telling one of my clients today, like me, I'm still in this adolescent stage of video games. I'm addicted somewhat. I don't play every day like I used to, and every day I would play for like a minimum of 4 hours, like straight. I just get up to eat, go to the bathroom, and just keep playing. And sometimes I would eat while I'm playing, and I would stay up till like crazy hours in the morning. I digress, but my point is that there's a part of us, which is our inner child, that didn't get to experience stuff or still wants to experience more of that. So I still want to experience more of playing video games because I didn't get that. I didn't get my fill. I didn't really get it at all when I was growing up. So I'm going all out now until my inner teenager just grows out of it, just gets tired of it. So your twin flame will and is growing out of their need for this attachment. But be patient with them because sometimes we think that it's out of our system, but then out of habit, because we are creatures of habit, typically we revert back to the same pattern. But again, that is part of letting it go. Sometimes we relapse, but then it's like 1 step forward, 2 steps back, but then that only means you are moving forward. Is this a twin flame reading? Yeah, it is. Yeah, because that's where your twin flame is at. They are in this midst of, okay, let me get this out of my system. And I don't say that to trigger anyone, but it's more of not only a soul's yearning to experience and grow, but the part of us that needs to experience that. Until you get to the point where, okay, I don't need this anymore. That's what's happening. On your twin flames journey, they're getting to a point where they know they don't need this anymore. So for me, I know I don't need to play video games, but it is part of what I can do to de-stress or play, because I didn't play much growing up. I became an adult very early on. So I didn't know, it felt awkward for me to play as a child. I didn't know how to play. I was already so much in my head. I couldn't relax. I couldn't just be in the moment and play with toys. I didn't know how to do that. So playing is very hard for me. Why did I mention that? I don't know. But so your twin flame is going through this process of getting to experience what they felt they couldn't, and realizing and getting to the point where it's more balanced, harmonious. It's not an addiction. It's not a codependency. It's just like, for me, my video games is just a way to play. And I'm not addicted to it. I'm getting there. And again, it could be just addicted to a certain belief system, like maybe believing that they don't deserve love and happiness, and realizing that's not true at all. I freaking deserve happiness. Okay? So the universe is showing that they are making so much progress. And you may not see it, you may not get to witness it or understand it, but the universe is saying the progress is there. The progress is there, and they're progressing amazingly. Okay? Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is, so I want to bring to, like, I just want to mention, when I was growing up, I was taught in my religion, because I grew up Catholic, I was born Catholic, that you just pray for stuff and then you wait for God to deliver. And this is not to diminish, the religion or anyone's religion. But see how this person is just like waiting. The universe always, as soon as we ask for something, the universe gives it to us. We just have to be in alignment to receive it. So we can be asking for everything every day, but if we're not in alignment with the vibration of what we are asking for, it seems like we're not getting it, but we really are. So my point is, when it comes to your twin flame, it's like you're asking for twin flame union. The universe is saying, just align with it. And you're like, well, what the heck does that mean? Having union is being in alignment with your highest self, your truest self, the truth of who you are. So if anywhere in those areas is out of alignment, you won't be able to perceive union. Even if the universe is giving it to you, you can't perceive it because you are not in alignment. So being in alignment just means you are aligned to perceiving union. No examples are coming to mind, which is maybe a better thing for you because this reading would take forever. But being in alignment is being in alignment with your true highest self, with the truth of who you are. So say, for example, you're in a job and it's okay, it pays the bills, you've achieved a certain level of success, but really you're a singer-songwriter. Then are you in alignment with who you truly are? Right? If you're at a job and you've achieved a certain level of success, but inside you know you're a best-selling author, are you in alignment? And the same thing goes for your twin flame. If they are meant to be the next fill in the blank, I'm drawing a blank. If they're meant to be something, but they're not being it, they're not in alignment with the truth of who they are either. And you're like, well, what the heck does this have to do with union? It has to do with everything, because union means you are in union, in unity, at one. If we are not in union with who we are truly inside, we're not gonna be able to receive union. You're not gonna be able to perceive it either. Union is right here for us, but we can't perceive it because we are still in separation from our truest self. Mic drop, the end. Just kidding. So the universe is saying, there's nothing wrong with praying and asking for what you want, but you must also be in alignment, which means you must believe it. So say if, you want your dream house or your dream home or your dream career. If you are not believing in that, you're not in alignment with it. I'm not saying that you won't get it, and I'm not saying that it won't happen, but it'll happen sooner when you truly believe in it 100%. When there is unwavering belief in you and your dream career, your dream house, when you have unwavering belief, like no doubt it's going to be delivered to you. And that's what the universe is saying with the Six of Pentacles. It's going to be delivered same day when you truly, truly believe that it's yours. And that means like that's when you are in alignment, when you truly believe that you are in union with your twin flame and there is nothing else except union, then that's what will be delivered to you. It will ship the same day. Have you had enough? Should I just end this right now and go into the extended? Okay, let's see what's coming up for you, and then we'll go into the extended. For the love messages, you want some love messages? You want some secret love messages? Click on the link below and they will be revealed. What's coming up is a Ten of Swords. So I did a post for Instagram that I'll be posting, I think it's scheduled to post tomorrow. And it was a Ten of Swords. And it was funny because when I was shuffling the deck, this very deck, the Ten of Swords popped up and something told me like, oh, I don't know if I want to, I don't think that's the card. I just said that in my head. So I put it back. I shuffled the deck, okay? This totally happened. I shuffled the deck, pulled out a card, and of course it was the freaking Ten of Swords. So the universe is like, you can't escape this message, Jade. You just can't. I'm like, fine. So I'm posting that tomorrow. I think it's posting tomorrow. So what's coming up for you is specifically, I'm just going to just cut right to it. Feelings of betrayal. You've been feeling betrayed, perhaps not by your twin flame or by your twin flame. Betrayal in general, betrayed by life, betrayed by someone that kind of destroyed your ability to trust. This card has come up again because what's happening and what's coming up for you is that this is no longer going to be. Why? Because the energies on the planet do not support this energy anymore. So as much as we hold on to like, I was freaking betrayed and it was a deal breaker and I'm never going to be able to really forgive. I'll just say I forgive so that we can get back, but I'm really still holding a grudge. I'm really not able to let that go. The universe is like, no, can't do that. You either let it go completely or you stay stuck. Holding on to any type of resentment keeps us stuck in general. So when it comes to your connection, it's a huge block. But what the universe is saying is that the universe is like helping us let it go. Betrayal. Keep like being stabbed in the back several times. So for every time you've been stabbed in the back, the universe is helping you not only pull out each sword, but to make peace with everyone who stabbed you in the back, to really forgive so that you can move forward. So that's what's coming up. And that is huge because when we carry these swords into our union, guess what happens? The pain is still there. And when you're triggered by something your twin flame does or says or doesn't do or doesn't say, guess what? The trigger creates this conflict and you project it onto your twin flame, like they keep betraying you. So it's not actually happening. It's more of this pattern because you haven't released that energy that's creating the ongoing of it. And I say it with love because I don't want to sound harsh. But I know what you're going through because I'm going through it too. So you're not alone. This is in general what we are all going through so that we can ascend to the higher vibrations and frequencies of what we're meant to experience. Okay? So it's all good. But I couldn't escape this card. And it's for a good reason, because the universe is like, it's not a bad thing, Jade. It's a cause for celebration. Wouldn't it feel so good, like walking around and not having all these swords in your back? I'm like, I guess so. But I'm so used to it. I kind of got used to having all of these, carrying around all these heavy swords stabbed into my back. Just kidding. Cancel, clear, delete. But you know what I mean? Like, this is a card of freeing yourself. Freeing yourself of feeling betrayed. Because if you're in separation, it's most likely that you haven't truly let go of that betrayal, which is causing you to not be in alignment with your true essence. Okay? So this is like a brand new beginning, where you're walking around sword free. And that's a great feeling. And what happens is that you have a bigger capacity to feel love not only from your twin flame, but from the universe and from everyone and everything around you, because you're not walking around like this anymore with all of this pain. You're free from that. Congratulations. You are free. Okay? So it's all good. Being free means the capacity to experience bliss, joy, ecstasy, union, you name it. It's here for you because you have the space now to feel it. Success, triumph, all of that good stuff is here for you. You just got to be in alignment. So do whatever you need to do to get in that alignment, to get into that vibration of your highest self, where there's nothing in your space. There's no swords, there's no resentment, no hurt. Because that's how we're truly meant to be. That's how we're truly meant to exist. But we decided for some crazy reason to experience life on Earth, to experience all this just so we could grow and learn. And we are doing that. But sometimes along the way, we will forget that we are meant for more than just what we have been experiencing. And we are all together doing that. So bravo, good work. I'm proud of you, truly and sincerely. You wouldn't be here. You wouldn't have attracted this reading if you weren't growing, evolving, elevating, stepping up, doing the inner work, doing the forgiveness. That's why you're here. Because the universe wants to continue to support you and be your cheerleader, as I am. Because you are meant for greatness. You are meant to have it all. So just be in alignment with that and experience it. And just take it because it's yours. Okay, so wound up. It's because I'm passionate about your union. My purpose at this point is just to help you remember. Okay? And to work with you and continue to provide guidance and insight from the universe. Because we all have this ability. You have this ability. But I'm here to share it with you. Okay? So please join me in the extended reading. Click the link below, and we're going to dive into what their intentions are for you, what their actions are, and what their secret love messages are, because they do love you. They love you more than you know. They love you more than you realize. You've just maybe been out of alignment with that, and you're getting back into alignment, and you're doing great. So On that note, thank you all so very much. Please like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, where I pretty much try to post every day helpful things on your journey, some card pulls about your journey, about your twin flame. And so please do join me there as well. So again, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love all of you. You're doing amazing. Until next time, I'm wishing you so much more love and peace.